Well, Balance, it is Father's Day weekend, and we got the perfect gift for you. You get a puppy, you get a puppy, you get a puppy. We have a family affair of doggies here. It is Forever Home Friday. We are joined by Pet Pack Rescue, and we have Laurel, who's here with Mama Stella.
Yes.
One of her babies, Aurora, and another one, Sebastian. But there are 6 more, right?
Yes.
Oh.
She is a busy, tired mom. She keeps trying to take a nap right now.
Yeah.
She's got 8.
Hey, like most moms of young ones, you get it in when you can.
Yes.
Okay, so tell us, let's start with Mama Stella.
Yes.
Even though we are here for the puppies. Shout out to Jason, our digital web producer, who's helping me hold these little guys.
Yes.
So tell us about Mama Stella.
Yeah, so Stella, she's about 2 years old. She is a Husky Terrier mix. She's amazing. She's just chill. She gets along great with kids, other dogs. She's been an amazing mother. She's taken such good care of her babies, and she's about ready to find her happily ever after.
Yeah, and I think Aurora got some of that chill gene, because she's just, I don't know if she's scared or she's tired or whatever. They came wheeled in a stroller, so we might have interrupted her nap. But tell us about this cutie pie.
Yes, Aurora. So all of her puppies, we did a Disney theme, so all the girls are princesses. And then we have the sidekicks, so we have Sebastian, and then there's Flounder and Scuttle as well.
I love that so much.
Yes, but they're your typical puppy. They're fun, they're loving. We have 3 kids at home, so they get a lot of playtime in.
Awesome.
And they're just about ready to find their homes.
So they wear each other out. They're
Yes.
playful, they're
Yes.
young. I understand they haven't officially made their debut, right?
Right. So if you want a puppy, or even if you can't do a puppy, but you would like to cuddle with some, we do have puppy yoga next weekend on Sunday.
Awesome.
All of them will be there, as well as some other puppies as well. And it's family friendly, so you've got a kid, bring it. My 7-year-old's excited.
Yes. So Pet Pack Rescue, you guys are volunteer-based.
Yes.
Foster-based
Yes.
also.
Yes.
So tell us what it's like to be a foster, because you said you have a few of these puppies at home.
Yes,
And kids are enough, but puppies.
Yes. we've had them all since they were a few days old with Mom. It's honestly been the most rewarding experience of my life. It's so fun to watch them grow, and I can't wait to see all of their families and see how much they're going to be loved for the rest of their lives.
Yeah, I mean, hey, it's a great gift. Father's Day, birthday, just because. I mean, look at these faces. How you doing over there, Jason?
Doing great.
Doing great. I know Sebastian was moving a bit. I guess he had a certain way he wanted to be held. And you want to talk into the mic. Alrighty, so make sure you shout out or look up Pet Pack Rescue. There are 8 puppies to choose from, plus Mom. If you want the whole family, more power to you. But we want to help these. She looked at me like, Mama Stella said, wait a minute. Give them their own home, please. Yes, these puppies can be yours, guys. They are so cute. They're so cuddly, and they're going to grow with you. They're going to grow in your heart. Pet Pack Rescue, they can be found on University Street. However, it's recommended that you reach out to them first. They are volunteer-based, and we want to make sure that you all submit the application. Their fees, $350. Is that the same for Mom?
Yes, yep. And then they'll all be have all of their shots, be spayed, neutered, all of that.
Yeah.
They'll be ready to go.
Oh. Alrighty. Well, I'm going to continue to snuggle here with Aurora, and I'm going to send you into break and see you when we come back.